Finally, the jerk is here. Yes, I actually had this figure for quite a long time now, but now I'm finally reviewing him. It's Sentinel Prime from Transformers Animated. First of all, we're going to remove his crappy weapons. Actually, make sure that he's properly squished down in vehicle mode, because that was actually a pretty bad start. Make sure that's properly lined up. There we go. Yeah. I mean, who would store a friggin' lance and a shield on there? Ugh. But yeah, Sentinel. Blue jerk. As you can see, he's a pickup truck with a snowplow on the front of it. So yeah, that's actually a fairly unique vehicle mode. Pretty nice colors and a complementary color contrast between the blue and orange. So yeah, it's a pretty good size. Black taillights though. I have no idea why, but The truck rolls along pretty well. Got some good detailing all around. And compared to B, he's huge. In fact, one would almost forgive him for being a newer Voyager class figure when you compare him to the likes of the TF Prime Breakdown mold. This is a Silent Breakdown that's actually been kit bashed in robot mode to be a Bayformer version TF Prime Ironhide. But yeah, Sentinel. So yeah, that's about it for the vehicle mode. Now what about transformation and robot mode? Well, in case you didn't notice, you have to start by splitting the plow, where we noticed that on my copy I cut most of the tabs because it was actually kind of crooked and I ended up cutting the wrong tabs. But so now this is the only tab that holds it together. Not a particularly smart move, but I'm dumb. You never know what will happen until you try it, so yeah. Because the problem was, before the plow was sitting particularly crooked, and I got very irritated by that. But yeah, now that we've got the plow split, we take the top half here of the cab of the truck, so the whole roof and side windows, detach that, pull it away from the windshield, and then tuck this unit onto the bed. Then we can take this whole unit and bring it up for now. There he is. There's the jerk himself. Then we bring what's left of the doors and basically swing them all the way forward. Because, you know, we got his arms in there. Ooh. Then we tab these struts so that the rear wheels essentially tab into the front wheels. You have tiny tabs that will plug into the holes on the rims of the front wheels, so that's kind of cool. There you go. Now we can fold all this down. Now we can actually stand them up, straighten them out a little. Tilt the camera up a bit. There we go. And tilt the plow halves onto the shoulders. And fold his head forward, and here we have Sentinel Prime in robot mode. Yeah, here he is, the asshole among us. Here he is compared to Bumblebee. You can definitely tell Sentinel is actually quite a big boy. Old Deluxe class, which roughly corresponds to TF Prime Voyager class, actually. It's kind of amazing how that works. Yeah, I actually bought him for the sole purpose of giving him a custom paint job. Not like it's still going to be Sentinel, but I'm actually going to kit bash and repaint this into a new character. I just need to wait for a 3D printed head to go along with him. But yeah. He's very clean though. Like the only major kibble is the nose of the truck on his back. But that's it. Exceptionally clean. In fact, I might even just be able to get away with lowering the legs on the tripod for a change. He actually fits a little bit better into frame. Or not. Oh, god damn it. I think I have to move my keyboard. Sorry about this. Ooh. There we go. There are people probably asking, why the fuck don't you just get some kind of custom backdrop? Make a little studio. I don't have the room for that. I've always done desk reviews. You don't like it? Go bugger off. That's how I feel about it. So, yeah. Articulation. It's good, but a little weird even for the time. And by today's standards, it's low. You got a ball joint in the head, so that's good. There's a wiggly waggly looking around motion. Now, speaking of the head, what a sculpt. Even got a big fat screw there on his chin. In fact, because it's painted in the same dark shade of gray, it almost looks like his skin is seeping through there, like that's some kind of viewport. Plus, in animated fashion, because it looks like it's drawn with Microsoft Paint, it kind of looks like it's a screw, like that circle is in an octagon. That's odd. But, yeah. Ball joint at the head, like I said. The arms. You can pose the plow halves on the shoulders around a little bit to get better motion, but they can rotate forwards and backwards, but they do so on a plastic ratchet. And you can already kind of tell that the outward hinge comes before the forward and backwards rotation. Yeah, the shoulder articulation is weird. Theoretically, it's good. I think it would have been better if this was just, like a proper friction hinge. Because as is, it's a little bit weird, and if your figure is a little bit worn, the arms can actually kind of wibble a bit between detents. Like, loosely wibble. That's kind of strange. So yeah, you don't have any bicep swivels. You only get a hinge at the elbow and a backwards hinge just below the shoulder. Like that backward hinge is for transformation, so yeah. You only get a 90-degree elbow bend, by the way. Legs, ball joints at the hip for forwards, backwards, and outwards. Thigh swivel, but a bit of a limited one, and more so, I think apparently more so useful for inward swiveling as opposed to outwards. And a 90-degree knee in his very Ghibli-looking legs. But to be perfectly honest, I think I do prefer this as opposed to the very super tiny, weedy superhero legs that he had in the cartoon. So, yeah. Weaponry, well, we can give him his Skyboom shield. That's not the Skyboom shield I remember. The one I remember was made of 3 little Minicon race cars. Go Transformers Armada! And we can give him a lance. Because in Transformers Animated, the Autobots are apparently all civilians, and they don't use regular kind... Like, they don't use guns of any kind for weaponry, really. Like, dude. You have Decepticons who are armed to the teeth with guns. Maybe you should get one, too. But yeah, you can get him into a few poses, but not a whole lot. So as is, he's a little bit of a curiosity item, I guess. But yeah, overall, he's okay. I'd say if you're into Transformers Animated, you're definitely gonna like this guy, I guess. So as for an overall score, 7 out of 10? Yeah, 7 out of 10 sounds good. Oh wait, I did already do a size comparison with the Bumblebee, did I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. So, yeah, next review. I'm not sure what the next review is going to be. But I'll think of something. I'll try to come up with a good subject for the next review in a couple of weeks or so. Like, I don't want to do the whole daily upload stuff because that can get very boring. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.